Only one channel left. 1 second.
Okay.
Okay.
What's one thing you really Pondicherry?
It is actually raining heavily at night, every day night. It's good for us. we don't get much rain, so we are enjoying. Yeah. It is very cloudy and rainy. Yeah, that's good. How are you, Auntie? I was so sorry. I forgot to ask.
I'm good. Good.
Thank you.
Why Pondicherry want to visit some ashram or something?
Yeah, I have to. I usually visit. I have to go to. You wanted to visit? Please come over. It's a very beautiful place.
Yeah.
A lot of saints lived here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's known for the spiritual ground. Yeah, the vibes are there.
Okay. Let's start. Good morning, everybody. This is Dr. Rao Kolusu. Happy Navaratri. This is a big festival in India. And you know my habit of celebrating these festivals with why is she calling my sister? Already there.
So I joined from my phone. This is laptop.
Okay.
I'll pick up the call from.
Okay. Let's start. Let's start. Other people are there on the line, you know. So, good morning, everybody.
Yeah.
There is a lot of noise from your end. Mute yourself. Yeah. So, this is Dr. Rao Kolusu. As you know, I celebrate festivals, both Western and Eastern, with the sense of what do they mean? What do they have inner meaning? And it seems everything has the inner meaning that are really important for us. And it so happens these kind of inner meanings are very useful for us in this life here, okay, in modern life. You know, so I kind of want to share with my friends what my understanding is, how these things are really came about, and just bang the rituals is okay, but understanding the meaning behind the festival and doing the rituals is much more meaningful to me than just celebrating it for the sake of it, right? So that's what usually happens with people. Routinely, they do something mechanically, don't get any substance from it. You see, this is called Navratri. That means 9 nights of transformation, celebrating what they call Shakti, which is the feminine energy. Say 9 nights, they celebrate 9 types of feminine energy that really has attributes that were studied and understood. I was really influenced by a book written by one of my colleagues. She's a cardiologist, Kavita Chinnayanai. She wrote the book Shakti, the Rising. Okay, so that's a good book to understand the significance of each night and represented by each form of feminine energy. It's basically, we all know mothers are powerful, women are powerful, and they have this energy to really go through a lot of things in life and come out victorious, right? That is always there with them. But you know, this one really defines and tells us how we can awaken that inner strength, that in energy, that yielding energy. It's all there in everybody. More so in women, we can see that. So this talk is about a sacred journey through 9 nights of divine feminine energy, where ancient wisdom meets a modern transformation. We need the transformation to discover how this timeless festival can illuminate your path to inner strength, abundance, and enlightenment. Three things were represented by three different types of goddesses that they do in form and name. Okay, so that's how it is really seen. uh, there are 9 nights, right? It just started yesterday on 22nd in India, and today is the first day, I think. So what we do is we kind of divide these 9 sacred nights into a festival of spanning 9 nights and 10 days. So each holding profound spiritual significance and transformative power. That is the thing for those who embrace its teachings. Okay, so divine feminine forms are they are they honor the goddess in her diverse manifestation. First one is the the Durga, the protector, and Lakshmi, the nurturer, and the Saraswati, the enlightener. Right. So this is about a triumph of light, symbolizing the eternal victory of light over darkness. Light means knowledge, right? And wisdom over ignorance, and good over evil in both cosmic sense and also personal realms. So this perspective, if you take it, you will understand quite a bit. Okay, then as you look at it, 9 nights. First 3 nights are divided into more like Durga. Durga is a representative of courage to overcome inner demons. Remember, courage to overcome inner demons. She is like a Kali. She is a protector, like the fierce protector. Who grants us the strength to face life's challenges, basically, and conquer our deepest fears with unwavering determination. So it's all about inner facing the strength to face the challenges, the strength to conquer the deepest fears and all that. She is very ferocious. She is worshipped as Kali, right? And that's also Durga. And second segment where the 4 to 6 is like a Lakshmi. That is like a cultivating abundance. They worship for the money and all, but what is behind is abundance and gratitude. Okay, so she is a generous provider, who teaches us to recognize prosperity in all its forms, not just the money, and share our blessings with open hearts. It's not only really abundance, but also sharing it. And the third segment, 7 to 9, is Saraswati, which is the goddess of education, awakening, wisdom, and clarity. This divine teacher who illuminates our minds and guides us towards the truth, knowledge, and spiritual understanding. Okay, so looking at things like that will help you a lot more than just worshiping the goddess and then thinking that out there something will come and do that. No, it is about your inner transformation, how you really gather into that. Okay, so day 1 to 3, Durga face, removal of negativity, inner courage. Okay, and you really have to begin by confronting and releasing what no longer serves you. Okay, drawing upon the divine strength to overcome obstacles and negative patterns that hold you back. Okay, that is about the 1 to 3. Coming to day 4 to 6, it's a Lakshmi phase, nurturing love, prosperity, harmony. Having cleared the path, we now invite abundance into our lives. We cleared the path of negativity, and now we invite abundance into our life, cultivating gratitude, love, and harmonious relationship with ourselves and others. And 7 to 9 is the Saraswati phase, which is the goddess of education, right? She awakens the wisdom, clarity, self realization. How do you do that? In the final phase, we integrate our experiences, gaining profound insights and clarity that lead to spiritual awakening and self discovery. It's not about somebody is going to give it to you, it's about your self inquiry, self discovery by questioning, by asking questions deep with it. Those 9 nights are done. The last day, 10th day, is celebration of victory because you have removed negativity, you nurtured all the abundance within you, and you awakened to the wisdom by self inquiry. Okay, and now you can celebrate as a victory over the ignorance. This triumphant conclusion celebrates our victory over ignorance and negativity, making our emerge as transformed beings, ready to share our light with the world. You have the light, you have realized the light, and then you, that is what is enlightenment is all about. Okay, so once you understand that, then it is so much more meaningful having this festival, right? So I always try to look for that, that kind of. So what are the lessons for the modern living? These are timeless lessons. Okay. Number one is we want to face challenges with resilience. Okay. Channel Durga energy into when life presents obstacles, channel that energy through you, right? Approach difficulties not as insurmountable barriers, but as opportunities to discover your inner strength and develop unshaken courage. As you face these things, as you really go through the life and you gather energy and you gather real courage, and then you spend that energy towards that. Okay. And you want to cultivate gratitude and generosity. Okay. Both gratitude for what you have, that is abundance you already have. I always talk about the inner abundance everybody has, right? You embrace the Lakshmi energy by recognizing abundance in simple movements. Practice gratitude daily and share your blessings freely, creating a cycle of prosperity that enriches all lives you touch. Okay. And the third one is you want to seek learning, question, and explore and investigate the things, right? And you, when you seek learning and clarity, you involve the Saraswati energy, the third goddess, like, okay, through continuous growth and reflection. So you want to remain curious, you want to ask meaningful questions, and trust your inner wisdom to guide you toward truth and understanding. Okay, that is very meaningful for me, right? So once you understand the significance of this one, then you have 9 days really go through all phases, and you will be, for example, what are the sacred practices for body and soul here? Okay, see, Navaratri seamlessly weaves together ancient spiritual practices with modern wellness principles. See, it creates a holistic approach to health that nourishes both body and spirit. One is, for example, you have mindful fasting. Okay, you detox and discipline through conscious eating. Those are conscious eating choices, right? That cleans the body while strengthening willpower and spiritual focus. It needs willpower and spiritual focus to fast, right? That's what we are talking about. And daily meditation, inner stillness, cultivated through puja. Make your mind concentrate on one thing, right? Nama, Rupa, they call about. That means the name and form, right? That's why they put a Durga appearance in a sculpture and all that. But it is about your inner stillness. While you focus and do the puja, body settles down, mind settles down, and when you are focusing everything on one thought of the Devi, the meditation practice reduce your stress and enhance your mental clarity. Okay, try that. That's what it is. And then you want to have joyful movement. You dance and you do all that during this festival, because that's a community celebrating together through garba. Garba is a dance, and then dandiya. These dances, they group, they perform with each other and they celebrate the whole thing. Okay, that's why it it's a joyful moment, dancing. Okay, that provide your cardiovascular exercise while fostering social connection. That's the significance of Garba and Dandiya dances. They perform them each night. But if you understand the deeper significance of having cardiovascular workout, and at the same time you're connecting with your friends and family as you dance together. Okay, so that is something important that you want to understand. Okay, so it's all a question of really looking for that meaning and then performing. So, what is the modern relevance? Okay, what is the modern relevance, ancient wisdom for contemporary challenges? What are those? First of all, holistic stress relief. Okay, how this rhythmic combination of devotion, reflection, and celebration, right? They provide natural stress relief that modern research has shown that can lower your cortisol levels and improve overall well-being. Okay, see, you see, you are meditating, you are really dancing, you are really uttering the Devi's name. All those things will lower your cortisol levels. So that's how your overall well-being will be much better. Okay, and you want to train yourself for the resilience. These festivals, they emphasize on overcoming challenges that aligns perfectly with the resilience training principle I use in medicine and also entrepreneurship. And I train people, right? So building, you can build your mental fortitude for life's demands when you do these resilience trainings during this festival times. Okay, and then you also build your community. Say Navaratri, it kind of invites all the people come together and celebrate, right? In temples, in homes, and all that. So it kind of fosters a deep connection through shared traditions, strengthening family bonds and cultural identity while creating supportive communities and thriving together. Okay, so understand that, and then you will see the whole celebration in a different light. you know and I have been uh, asking people to reflect on these things, how these questions for inner discovery come about, because the greatest journey is that one that leads us home to ourselves, inner self, okay, where courage, abundance, and wisdom await our recognition. They are already there, and then you recognize them. Okay. So, for example, first 3 days, Durga's call to courage. She's a fierce one that can kill bad people. That is the representative of that when you see that kind of sculpture, right? So, we can ask the question, where in my life do I need Durga's courage? You don't have to name, but then that is what is cultivated there. So reflect on all areas, on areas where you fear, okay, and then you're pulling back. So ask, where in my life do I need this courage? Okay, and then uh, what would you attempt if you knew you possessed this infinite strength and divine protection within you? That is the representation of the Kali, fierceness. Especially women, a lot of them are, okay, they show when their children are not, treated properly or attacked. So the fierce strength comes out. So it's already there. Only the situation is provoking, but then this modern trend is cultivating that strength, courage, and thereby you develop that inner resilience to face the situations without any fear. You talk to a boss, you talk to a political system, anything like that. Okay, that is about the Durga's courage. And then the second one is Lakshmi's abundance, invitation to abundance. Not only you make money, you give it away too. Where can I invite this Lakshmi's abundance in my life? That's another question you can put to yours. Consider how you can open your heart to receive blessings and share prosperity. Okay, both of them. The creating a cycles of generosity in your relationship and community. Okay, after Durga's courage and Lakshmi's abundance, abundance is here not about accumulation of things. It's about sharing. It's about giving. It's about friendship, love. I come and share. Right? I share because I already feel that abundance within me. Everybody has that capacity. That's why it's not about special about ourselves. Okay, when you don't have the ego and when you have the sense of community, all are one. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. The entire living beings are one family. Okay, when you have that sense, you can give it to other people. You don't have loneliness also because of that. And then the third one is the wisdom. Saraswati's gift of wisdom. It's not just about education, cramming some facts and creating some, that's all okay. But it's about knowing ourselves, getting rid of the ignorance of who we are. So you can say, wherein the Saraswati wisdom can guide me? You can ask that question. So three questions. One question is, where in my life do I need Durga's courage? Where can I invite Lakshmi's abundance? And where is Saraswati's wisdom guiding me? Right? So when you question, that last question is a very important thing. Listen to your inner voice, not outward stimuli. That's all okay, but listen to your inner voice and notice the guidance that emerges when you quiet your mind and trust your deepest knowing. That's why the whole yoga is about yoga chitta vritti nirodha. Silence your superficial mind, don't chattering mind. The more facts you gather without reflecting on them, the more junk will be in your mind. And the more chattering goes on. Chattering is not wisdom. Silence, stillness of that chattering, and then really look at your inner knowing coming out. Okay, so that is these three questions I would like you to ask. Where in my life do I need Durga's courage? Where can I invite Lakshmi's abundance? Where is Saraswati's wisdom guiding me? Okay, that's a very important way of looking at this stuff. Okay, uh, and we talked about the fasting, the meditations, and the dancing. All those things have meaning there. Okay, so once you understand that, then you will be able to do that. Okay, so I hope it made some sense to you, guys. It's all a question of understanding these things and then really operating them in our life. Then it won't be just rituals or pujas or dancing and without having any benefit of this festival. But if you approach with this kind of insight into why this festival was really there and why people are really doing that, then you will really get benefit of it, and then you will gain the inner courage and knowledge and abundance. So that they call that Sat Chit Anand. What is the existential conscious being that is blissful, and that bliss is also the real gaining of it. It's already there. It's not about really gaining something, but it's about really appreciating that is there. Okay, so this is really inner victory they're talking about. You remember the 10th day when they celebrate victory? That is called Vijaya Dashami. Vijaya means victorious. Dashami means 10th day. having no negativity, having the courage inculcated, inviting abundance that is already within, being generous about it, and really enlightening ourselves. That is the inner victory. Okay. So this is a festival of self transformation. See, Navaratri means 9 nights, far more than just external celebration. That's okay. But it's an invitation to embark on the most important journey, the one toward becoming your highest, most authentic self. Okay? So it's kind of a 9 steps to wholeness. Each night represents a sacred step in evolution, gradually evolving and unveiling layers of first strength, love, and wisdom. With the courage, you have the strength. With abundance and generosity, love. That is the abundance of it, not the money accumulation. Okay? And wisdom, knowing what is the truth, revealing your own ignorance transcended with this understanding. Okay? And then you kind of victorious in your daily integration, not all of a sudden, but the true triumph really comes not from a single moment of celebration, but from weaving courage, gratitude, and wisdom into the fabric of your everyday life. Right? So if you have fears, if you have negativity, get rid of them. And you don't pay attention to what is the abundance you have within your life. Pay attention. Be grateful that you have them and share them. And always go for the truth. That is pursuing the wisdom, the truth. That's why ancient people were very resilient within, because they were always in the pursuit of truth, not propaganda, not saying, oh, my culture is only the one. They did not do that. They said the entire thing is about finding the truth. Satya Sodhana, truth seeking and truth exploring. That is not there, then you won't be uh, finding the significance of spiritual life, but only mechanical religious activities that are not good for you. Okay, so understand these 9 nights and the 10th night. They all celebrate at the end of the day, because the 10th day is the victorious day, Vijaya Dashami. So how you carry your light, inner light forward, is this all about. Okay, your Navaratri begins now. So as these 9 sacred nights they conclude, remember that transformation is not confined to festival seasons. The divine qualities of Durga, Lakshmi, and Saraswati live within you always, ready to guide you through every challenge and celebration of life things. May you walk with Durga's courage, live with Lakshmi's abundance, and lead with Saraswati's wisdom. Take this with you. Let Navratri timeless wisdom illuminate your path forward in moments of doubt. Remember the warrior within, Durga. Okay? In times of scarcity, recall the abundance that surrounds you. Okay? If you look at that way, you will find a lot of abundance within you. When seeking direction, trust the wisdom within you that speaks from your heart. See, the light you kindle during these 9 nights can burn brightly throughout the year. That is about the inner light. That's about courage. That is about abundance. That is about wisdom. Hope that made sense to you, And so, Avichal, how are you?
Namaste, sir. I'm
Namaste.
doing fine.
Good, good. Did you get anything or did you join late?
No, I got something.
Yeah.
I joined maybe 15 minutes back.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, this is about inner meaning. I usually do a talk on each festival, which is really fascinating why they constructed and how people are not really getting to the essence of every festival. It's not just about entertainment that may be there, but it's about enlightenment, right? So if you look at that way, each festival has a lot of meaning, lot of inner resilience that can give it to you. So this is into my proactive wellness theme of how do we really cultivate our inner resilience. Proactive wellness is about that, so that your body don't get diseased, your mind don't get chattering, and you really are probing into the truth of the life, understanding life. I believe the ancient explored that inner truth quite well, and they had so many instruments for that. They understood the movement of thought. They said, "Be still." They understood the inner divine energy, and they called Satchit Anand. You can touch that, then you don't need a guidance from somewhere else. You just keep your chattering mind still, and that is itself a blessing. You remember I talked about awareness, that is being aware. It's a thoughtless state, but using the intellect for things that we have to do. Thereby, mentally you are still, but you are blissful and ananda. That happiness is always there. Not asking, oh, I should have this, then only I'll be happy. I should have this, issues like this. Not like that. You have the light within you. It comes out. It gives you the joy. It gives you the blessing. It gives you happiness. That's why pursuit of happiness is false. Recognizing the happiness is correct. Ananda is already there within you, because you're thinking always outwardly and I have to go and do something. You may have pleasure. You see a movie, you may have pleasure, but you won't have this ananda as long as you allow your intellect to go out. As long as you think there is something out there that I want to get, then I have to be happy. And you allow your mind to gather all these things, and then that becomes a chattering mind. So very simple. This is about inner knowing. This is about inner happiness. This is about inner strength, right? All these things are not there because we allow our minds to chatter and also our intellect to go out and find happiness out there. You can do stuff. Use the intellect for earning a living and eating and sheltering and all that, but you have to turn that inward. They call this antarmukha. Turn your mind inward and see what kind of thoughts are going. If they are negative, turn them into positive. Okay, that is very important in cognitive reframing also here. They talk that as a pratipaksha bhavana. You had negative about yourself, about the world, about all that, then turn that into positive. Very important, right? So first of all, understand stillness is there. We have to be still as much. But if the negative things are going and bothering you, oh, I'm no good, I can have nothing and all that, that negativity turned into positive. You can only do that when you slow the thought down to one thought and then identify the thought. Who is that doing it? Your awareness. So you are that awareness, pure awareness that is in all of us. You are not aware because you are chattering, chattering, chattering. So what I say in the morning, get up and be aware of what's going on this moment here. Don't have to describe anything, just be aware. And then maintain that attention through the day whenever you are doing work. And at the end of the day, vacate all your mind and go to sleep. So the one who understood the movement of thought and then stopped it, that's why the ancient systems are so powerful, because they involve body mind operation. But when you're doing it, move the body and keep the mind still when it is not needed. You have to learn the art of using the movement of thought, outward things, and then after it's done, learn how to stop it. That means you go to the next word with attention to. So my thing about pay attention to every action you live all day. You wake up in awareness, you live in attention, and at the end of the day, if you have accumulated any things that you don't need to remember, watch them and then allow the body and mind to recover by themselves. That's why the significance of quality sleep is where you emptied your thoughts completely, not by force, just looking at them and say, okay, do I have to cling to this thought or not? No. This is unnecessary. Some opinion about somebody, some judgment, something like that. You don't need to. Just let it go. If it's important, put it on some paper or some device and then forget for the night. Then you will give the chance for the metabolic activity to repair your brain and also your body, liver and all kidneys and all. That does make sense now, what I was talking about. So this is the inner victory, Vijayadashami. That is the day people start things thinking that, oh, this will give me impetus to victory, make me win. No, it is about understanding the festival and then overcoming your own negativity, and really cultivating the abundance you already have within you, the qualities of love, friendship, generosity. Those are the abundances we are talking about. Okay? And you may have external some of them, but you won't be attached to them, you won't be dependent on them. So, how much people are really now completely attached to that? They have to have money, otherwise, they can't be living. They feel insecure. So, all those things are not important. Okay? And now you have to, as a human being, not about just living, but about finding what is true. You have an intelligence that has to explore what is life, what is death, what is community, what is relationship, what is happiness, all these things, that ignorance goes away, and then you will see the light. The light will come out by themselves, you know. So it's an important, it's a three words. Avijal, this is for you. Three words you remember. Mala, Vikshepa, Avarana. Mala means dirt. Okay? Dirt of desire, dirt of wanting to do so many things and all that. They are gone by Karma Yoga. Start with Karma Yoga. That means you give without expecting anything. You service anything without expecting anything. That so you have a job. You go there and give the best of all that you have without the condition I have to be paid extra for it. You may have regular compensation for your livelihood, that's okay. But beyond that, this greed for more, this greed for more secure in material things, that is the falseness. So do work, karmanyavadikaraste mafaleshu kadachana. Do your work, focus on the process. Don't worry about the results, or don't worry about the benefits or profits. That is the problem of modern life, is we base everything about the profit. What do I get out of it? Don't do that for your own sake, to clean up your dirt within your heart, the desires and the ambitions and all the. You work for the service of other people, and that is what called karma yoga. So with karma yoga, you get rid of the dirt of your mind or heart. And then vikshepa, your mind going all over. Vikshepa means going all over. That is the problem, right? Chattering mind going all over. So what you want to do is you want to focus. That's why the rituals, pujas, meditations, all these things are put in there, so that your mind will be focused on one thing. And once mind is focused on one thing, you are supposed to reflect what is coming from within you. Your mind is calm, quiet. Maybe used puja, used some meditation practice, whatever you did, and then you will be established as inner awareness that is everything. Okay, so your mind is pure and focused. All the practices are for that. Then avarana. Okay, that's okay. What it is ma- ignorance of you is covering your own inner light, and by having this cleaned up mind, focused mind, you kind of see through the veil of ignorance of what is real truth. That is the Satya Sodhana. That is the practice. It's not about just feeling good and making more money living this life. It's about, as a human being, you have the intelligence to explore within you the truth, Satya Sodhana. That's why you embark on a life of inquiry, self inquiry. What's going on within me? Do I have negative feelings? Do I have positive feelings? What's going on within me? Do I have fears? Then you cultivate the courage of Durga in this festival to get to the positivity. And also, you identify, I have happiness, I have joy, I have peace within. That is the abundance we have. You don't have abundance outward. Money comes and goes, things come and go. But you are wasting your life as a human being because you are not inculcating your own intelligence to discover the truth within you. So, Mala Vikshepa Avarana. This is just for you, Avicha. Okay. So, the feminine energy is not only in women, but also in men is there. But the feminine energy is not cultivated because you want to be aggressive, you want to conquer, you want to overcome everybody. That is not the way. It's by yielding. The mom gives a lot. Right? Why do you feel so much accepted by mom? Because she will say, okay, don't do that. But then she will be like a, unconditional love. By she getting back and giving you love, you are won over. Right? You love your mom because she gives you unconditionally, no matter what the situation is. By that, she wins you over. The same thing as a man, you give it to the wife, to the children, to everybody, the unconditional love. You can direct them, but you could be unconditional in your loving nature. So, in that way, that feminine energy, yin energy, is always there, and yang energy is always there. But how you really understand them, how you bring them together, is the life about. I hope I have conveyed some meaning to this festival, and I hope you can take this from today. Go and worship, go and dance, go and enjoy the sweets and everything. There's abundance of. But then understand it's about inner light, and celebrate that at the end of the day. You can play this again if you don't get it, and then really see. It's on the YouTube also. It's on the uh, Facebook and LinkedIn. And if you want to, my new web also. So recordings are there several places. Okay. I will be doing this a few times during these 10 days. Next time it will be on the Zoom video so that you can also enjoy some colorful slides and all that. So I will let you know what's the time, and then you can join me on the Zoom. Anything else you want to ask me? Anybody? See, as you participate in these festivities, religious thing, keep this in the mind and then celebrate. Okay, this is not about Hinduism. This is about truth, universal, universal human being. See, in that sense, it will make a lot more sense for you being a human being with intelligence, and you can overcome a lot of problems in the life. Problems will come, but you have the resilience to overcome. Okay. So, what, Sharmi, what did you get out of this?
So sir, this thing is on hold. So maybe she's on another call.
Okay.
It says on hold.
Okay, okay. That's fine. All right, then I will see you next time. Okay. Anything else, Avichal, you want to talk to me or ask me?
Nothing to talk, sir. It was awesome. So the one line which stuck with me was that it is not just about entertainment; it is about enlightenment.
Yes.
And
by the way, I wrote an article on that, and entertainment versus enlightenment in my LinkedIn. You know, because you can see that what we need is our inner liberation, light within, right? Spark within, understanding within. But we gather all our time to go outward and then really have masti or entertainment outward at the entire world, right? And that may be the wrong thing we are doing. That may be the thing where it is influencing our energies, our emotions, our relations, and all that. And people are not really able to form good relationships that are meaningful because so much energy is taken away by the entertainment. But if your primary focus is on this truth seeking, inner knowing, then you cannot go out for the entertainment all the time. Actually, one of the spiritual qualities is uparati. Rati means engaging the senses in outward pleasure and all that. Uparati means withdrawal from that kind of thing. As long as you have this established underlying, you can entertain a little bit, that's okay. But you don't want to be that primary. That has become the modern life, all about entertainment, all about outward pleasure. So that is really doing a lot of damage, and you have to realize it by yourself by examining what it is. Then you will see how many resources are going for the entertainment and also really taking you away from your inner quest. That is not there. People say, we are going to understand everything together, collective together. No, eventually you have to come to yourself and explore your inner self. Then only you will find the peace and happiness and all that. At least that is my experience. That's why I give so many values, so much of value about ancient practices of focusing on our inner self. You know. Okay, then I will see you again. Okay. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Okay.